Sadie, also, as you mentioned, you touched upon at the start of this conversation that, like, in the jinn community, there's all sorts of jinns. There's Muslim obedient jinns, obedient to Allah Ta'ala. There's rebels. So there's all sorts of. Have you ever encountered like a Muslim jinn?
Yes, not like a Muslim, but I encounter a couple of incidents that I read in a young girl, and the jinn challenged me that please leave me alone. Why are you destroying me? It was not a challenge of scaring me, but like begging me, and in a male voice. So immediately I understood. This has to do with probably the beauty of the youngster. So I asked her, "Are you a young jinn?" But yes, male. But yes. What is your name? He told me his name. So I asked her, "So what is your mission with this young girl here? I mean, leave her alone. She's a believer, and
Yeah.
fear Allah." And he told me, "No, because I'm really attached with her, and she's mine." Oh, okay.
Wow.
Then when I insisted that no, you are young, go. I don't want to destroy you, because if you are stubborn, I will read until Allah destroy you through the Quran. So get out of here and leave her alone. He told me, okay, I will leave, but really, it's not right what you're doing to me, because I'm a very humble man and I like her. Then I say, okay, leave and go and find another entity like you, and then get used to. That's how Allah created us differently and you differently, so that you can live in your world and us in our world, and fear
Yes.
Allah. When I say that, and then I told him an ayah in the Quran say that inna dina inda Allah Islam. So become Muslim maybe, and then you will find your better life. And immediately this guy said, "Tell me more about." So I start now reciting ayat that are talking about guidance, and then I say, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created you and created us and you in order to worship Him. So the purpose of creation is to worship Him. So find your Rabb. And I'm just hearing the reciting Shahada.
Subhanallah.
I say,
That's
Subhanallah.
such an amazing story. You converted the jinn.
I say, what is this? Inside me, I'm just talking to myself without showing. What is this? Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi gave me here. I've never come across to this. This is something new.
Wow.
And then even the people that were around, the family and all that, they had a shock. And this young girl now, she's sitting peacefully. She was fat, and all of a sudden she's sitting, and then she looks, like she lost weight. It's amazing. You can see miracles from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this. And then she starts smiling, and then she opened her eyes, looking at me peacefully, like she's okay. She wants to go, but then I say, close your eyes. Shouldn't she close her eyes? And this entity say, can I go now, because you're still holding me? I say, me, I'm holding you? You recite Shahada, have nothing to do with you anymore. He said, that's why I say, if you give me the permission, I will go. And I say, where do you want to go? He said, I want to go to the haram and learn more.
Wow.
And the family recorded all these things. They told me, what is that? I said, I don't know. Because it was a shock for me. But I never come across yet. I've never come across yet that, I'm dealing with a Muslim jinn directly. That, maybe about 3 to 4 incidents that, a jinn told me straight that, please, now I know, every time you read an ayah, I can understand that. I want to become Muslim, and I'm just going to say the Shahada. So I come across to that, yes.
That is such an amazing story. Also, sometimes when we're reading the Quran, we forget how powerful the word of Allah Ta'ala is. And these instances like this would strengthen anyone's faith, where we know what strength there is, what powerful tool we have from Allah Ta'ala. And we need to really read the Quran with that appreciation and understand it as much as we can.
Absolutely, subhanAllah.
Sadie, also, so you mentioned like it's more beneficial if someone is coming to you face to face. But so you're living in South Africa. If someone not in South Africa or not in your city did want to get in touch with you, can it help, or do you think that they need to find someone local?
I do believe there is help because I've heard shuyukh and some scholars, saying that it can work and it can have impact as well. And I try, but myself, I try a case speaking to a sister in France, another sister in Western Africa, and another one I can't remember where, in America somewhere. The person was relieved, that day, online doing ruqya and talking, but later on there were more manifestations, and that's why I say because you might find that these entities are very clever entities, and they are
They're very
mafia.
cunning. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So they can trick human beings so well because they live in a hidden world. But yet they forgot that we are also powerful than them because we have no fear of them. We fear only Allah, and we have a love with Allah. And also we have the Quran. When we're reciting it, we will recite with yaqeen and with love. So they can, some of them, because they are, their hierarchy, different levels. You can find those that they have ability to enter in the body and out. You have those that don't have the ability to enter in the body of a human being, but they can only surround the outside. Hold a shoulder or how to say and the neck or any part of the body. They can play with it, to make the being suffer. You can find those who can just remain around the house or around your office or whatever and watching you and hiding something and make you miserable, and you're going mad and you're accusing other people while it's him who done that job, for example. So they can do anything. So when you're far away and you're reading online, you don't know what exactly you are dealing with.
Yeah.
And you can find that maybe you're dealing with one of these top guys, and all of a sudden maybe he removed himself from the body and he's hiding under a wardrobe or something else under the bed, whatever. Then later on come back again, you see.
So true. It reminds me because I had a friend who had these problems in the house. He had a little child who was always pointing in a corner and crying and had very strong fever. Um, when they used to leave the house, he would be all right. As soon as they come back into the house, it all started again. And then he got someone. So this is in the UK, and he got someone in Pakistan to get some help over the phone. And they read Surah Baqarah. Things got better, but they only got better temporarily, momentarily. And then when he put the phone down, like an hour, 2 hours later, exactly the same things kind of started happening. So ultimately, he ended up getting help from
Exactly.
someone local, and Alhamdulillah resolved the problem. But
Absolutely. Like the brother I told you, Abdul Hakim, for example, some people that are serious about this, you know what they do? They definitely they go extra mile. They even spend money to move him, to pay his flight ticket, to move him
wow,
from Belgium where he is living to wherever they are, even to Morocco. Recently, he was in
wow,
Morocco, to go and help people there and come back. So yeah, I like here when he came here, the same thing.
yeah,
They pay his flight ticket to come straight. So I do believe in a physical, face-to-face ruqya more than the online. Uh,
yeah,
inshallah, and I think it has a great impact. When you are physically there with the person. Yes.
yeah. Hey there. I hope you're enjoying this episode. Let me just take a moment to introduce our sponsors for today. This episode is kindly being sponsored by the Worldwide Listings Company Limited, or WLC for short. WLC is a complete A to Z Amazon account management service So if you're looking to start an e-commerce business, or you already have a business that you want to take to the next level, then get in touch and WLC will be able to help. Just for transparency purposes, let me also mention that WLC is a company that I personally created and I'm a director of. So when you get in touch with WLC, you will be speaking with directly myself or my team, and we very much look forward to speaking with you to see how we can serve your needs. Thank you. And with that said, let's get back to the episode.